you guys ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Coach, go ahead. I think just what you saw today was a very well-prepared Missouri State team against an Indiana State team coming off a big one that wasn't near as well prepared. We did it to ourselves. Last 2 days in practice, we were very good. We were really light after the Evansville game because we had played so hard and competed so hard. We had a poor practice yesterday. I didn't think we were locked in at the shoot-around today. And all that is coaching. You can't make that many mental mistakes in a game and be a well-coached team. So I apologize to our fans for that effort. We're fortunate to come away with the win. I thought Paul did a great job of controlling the game from the sideline with their changing defenses and the things that they were doing to us on the offensive end. So, but they're always well coached.
Greg, you're talking like it's a loss, but you made things ugly for them too in the second half. They had trouble getting anything going. Just that's obviously what you probably got you through today.
We did, and it's that's why I am, Todd. You know that we did. The assistants are trying to be positive. We did guard them. We did make it hard for them in the second half. It's just frustrating to me when you make mental errors. And again, I'm a tough critic on myself, and when it's the blame is mine, I'm going to take it. But we did. The guys were frustrated. The coaches were frustrated, not playing as well as we'd liked. There's a low possession game. They were trying to make it ugly. We had to try to make it ugly because in a low possession game, you can't afford to make mistakes and burn possessions. And we still won. The bottom line is we still won the basketball game. My guess would be we'd have some really locked-in guys for practice in the next couple of days.
You speak of a low possession game. Devontae had nice games, but not as much scoring today. Christian in that low possession game, especially second half game online, your senior producing for you.
Well, somebody's got to score. Somebody's got to score, and you can ask those guys when they come in. But I didn't think any. I look down our list and I can't think of anybody that really played a good game. And when they play young defenses, it's a matchup zone, and they follow you and do different stuff, and go to a 1-3-1, very few possessions of man-to-man. And when you're 3 for 22 from the, if we'd have been making some shots, there's no way they'd have been able to do that. They'd have to guard us man-to-man. So, but I got to get them ready better. We knew what they're going to do. We've seen all those defenses. And when shots fell the other night, and we were all happy about it. Well, they didn't tonight, but we got to be more together, like I think we were on the weekend. And we have to follow the plan a little bit better. We try to say play the right way. I didn't think we played the right way tonight, and that has a lot to do with what Missouri State did against us.
Greg, do you think sometimes, I look at Missouri State, they come in here, their travel was messed up, Cam Boone didn't play. That's kind of a catalyst to come together a little bit, kind of circle the wagons. Your team kind of did that Sunday with a tough team coming in here to home and sitter. Do they kind of need that catalyst sometimes to focus a little bit?
I don't know. I'd look at Christian and Devontae and guys like that. I think they're pretty much ready to go all the time. I think they're ready to go. They just didn't play as well as they needed to tonight. They had that experience on their way to Drake. Same thing happened to them, and they won that game, and they were there day in and day out. But they're playing confident. They got 3 wins on the road. They don't fear anybody. They won at Oklahoma State. They control the tempo. So, we'd like to control the tempo or play a little fast tempo. So you get frustrated, you quick shoot, then you go down and you got to guard, get long possessions like that. So they play a tough way. You have to have some calmness and some patience when you play Missouri State.
Your big guys today helped you in the respect of rebounding and getting a few buckets here and there, especially when you were struggling early in the game. Can you talk about that? They had some other things that they didn't do well, but 10 rebounds out of Brandon is a step in the right direction, I would think. Yeah,
and I think he had 6 offensive rebounds in the first half, and when they're playing you the way that they're doing, he should do that, root himself down in there a little bit and get us easy ones, and we're lucky he did that. We really are, and he's coming along. He is, and we got to throw it to him. We got him 3 buckets. He only got 6 shots, missed his only free throw attempt, so I think at times we're so perimeter oriented, and we had a lot of open shots that didn't go in, but we're so perimeter oriented, and those guys are good and tough to guard that we neglect those guys sometime. So they go make plays on their own. We had 11 offensive rebounds out of Amandre and Brandon.
Coach, it seemed like you guys really controlled the rebounding battle, but in addition to that, you guys seemed to shut down Quan Miller, their leading scorer. Would you mind touching on the game plan around stopping him as he was coming in?
He's good. You know, I was very impressed watching him. He's a little guy, but he plays with some toughness and some grit. He goes in there, and I've seen him make a lot of. He's 4 for 18 and 0 for 4 from 3, and we thought he was a good three-point shooter, and he is. So we were fortunate a lot. I thought he got deep on us a lot of times where the ball didn't drop for him, but kid's a good player, and he's a difference maker for him.
Back to Amandre. Amandre had that technical foul early in the second half. You brought him over and talked to him. Will you talk about what you said to him after that?
I won't say everything I said after that, but you look at him, he's a freshman and hadn't played that much basketball. Murph is a sophomore. Those guys are young, and they make mistakes, and I think it comes from a concentration and a mental side of it a lot, because when they do the right thing, they're pretty darn good, and they're going to be really good because they're going to continue to get better. But I just told him basically don't do that again.
I like the answer.
Anything else for Coach?